Iran's president has blamed Israel for the killing of a top nuclear scientist on Friday, and said it would not slow down the country's nuclear program. Hassan Rouhani also said Iran would retaliate over Mohsen Fakhrizadeh's killing at a time of its choosing. An Israeli cabinet minister said he had no clue who was behind the ambush by gunmen on Mr. Fakhrizadeh's car. Israel has previously accused the physicist of being key to a covert nuclear weapons program. Fakhrizadeh was Iran's most renowned nuclear scientist, who headed the Ministry of Defense's Research and Innovation Organization. His killing threatens to escalate tensions over Iran's nuclear program with the US and its close ally Israel. President Rouhani said on Saturday his country would respond in due course, but that Fakhrizadeh's killing would not push Iran into making hasty decisions. Iran's enemies should know that the people of Iran and officials are braver than to leave this criminal act unanswered, he said in a televised cabinet meeting. In due time, they will answer for this crime, he added. In an earlier statement, the president accused that the mercenaries of the oppressive Zionist regime, referring to Israel, of being behind the attack. The assassination of Martyr Fakhrizadeh shows our enemies' despair and the depth of their hatred. His martyrdom will not slow down our achievements. Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei also called for the punishing of the perpetrators of the attack and those who commanded it, in a tweet on Saturday. His military advisor, Hossein Degan, had earlier vowed to strike the attackers like thunder. The New York Times quotes 3 U.S. officials, including 2 intelligence officials, as saying Israel was behind the attack. But Israeli cabinet minister Zachi Hanegbi said on Saturday that he had no clue who was behind the killing. Fakhrizadeh's name was specifically mentioned in Israeli PM Benjamin Netanyahu's presentation about Iran's nuclear program in April 2018. Israeli embassies around the world have been placed on high alert, according to Israel's N12 news website on Saturday. Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif called on the international community to condemn this act of state terror. What happened to the scientist and why was he important? Iran's defense ministry said the leading scientist was seriously wounded after attackers targeted his car and exchanged fire with his bodyguards, in the town of Absad, to the east of Tehran, on Friday. Fakhrizadeh later died from his injuries in hospital. It is not clear what happened to the perpetrators of the attack. Fakhrizadeh has long been spoken about by Western security sources as extremely powerful and instrumental in Iran's nuclear program. According to secret documents obtained by Israel in 2018, he led a program to create nuclear weapons. At the time, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said he identified Fakhrizadeh as the head scientist in the program, and urged people to remember that name. In 2015, the New York Times compared him to J. Robert Oppenheimer, the physicist who directed the Manhattan Project that during World War II produced the first atomic weapons. A professor of physics, Fakhrizadeh is said to have led Project Ahmed, the alleged covert program that was established in 1989 to research the potential for building a nuclear bomb. It was shut down in 2003, according to the International Atomic Energy Agency (IAEA), though Mr. Netanyahu said the documents retrieved in 2018 showed Fakhrizadeh led a program which secretly continued Project Ahmed's work. The IAEA, the United Nations nuclear watchdog, has long wanted to speak to him as part of its investigations into Iran's nuclear program. Suspicions that Iran was using the program as a cover to develop a nuclear bomb prompted the EU, US and UN to impose crippling sanctions in 2010. Since President Trump abandoned the 2015 deal, tensions between the US and Iran have escalated, peaking in January with America's assassination of Gen Qasem Soleimani, commander of the Iranian Revolutionary Guards Quds forces. Thanks for watching Trend Peak.